Okay, y'all, so we are heading today to, well, good morning. I didn't say good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. So we, as y'all can see, we up on Kings Highway. We are heading to Greenville. Is it called Green?
Yeah, Hillsdale, Missouri.
Greenwood Cemetery in Hillsdale.
Yeah.
But we are on Kings Highway now. Now, I wonder, do y'all remember that it was a Jewish hospital over here? It wasn't just Barnes, because Barnes was just Barnes. And then it was a Jewish hospital that sat on Forest Parkway.
Yeah. Then it became Barnes North.
Yeah.
Now it's the Sightley Cancer Center.
Yeah. But it was Jewish hospital. And my mother had my sister there in 1980. And she would tell me how she had insurance and she felt so good because she had a little suite over there. She was a teacher.
This marked the Jewish one right here. Jewish hospital.
The Jewish hospital was down Forest Parkway. The entrance was down here.
Oh, yeah. But this was the whole hospital right here, wasn't it?
Right. So you would turn, and this was the emergency room entrance.
Yeah,
we would come off.
Back of it.
But this is the old Jewish hospital. It was right here. It is now just swallowed up.
That's the Sightman place.
Yeah, but the emergency room entrance was off of Forest Parkway when we worked at Abbott. And that was just the entrance. You could go in over there.
Yeah. And we was just saying the old Bethesda too. That was
on Vista.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was on Vista. If y'all remember that.
Just man, there was a lot of hospitals changing a lot quickly.
And then all of this stuff up here is new. These are new construction. And you can see they building more. They say it's for their patients, but let's be real.
And you know, it used to actually be Barnes Jewish Christian.
Yeah.
Because the Christian
was out in the county.
Yeah, they was in that little network too.
Just
BJC. Ain't no BJC no more, is it?
No. This is Lindell. That is a beautiful building. What is the name of this? The Chase Park Plaza?
The Chase Park Plaza.
It's a hotel.
That.
Never stayed there.
But this, I don't know.
I don't know what that white building is.
That's the building on Maryland. It's on Maryland Street.
So yeah, we heading to Greenwood Cemetery. It was one of the first. It was the first African American cemetery in St. Louis. So when we get a little bit closer, we're gonna turn on St. Louis Avenue. We're on Kings Highway now. I have never been down St. Louis Avenue past that part, so that's gonna be an adventure.
To the edge of the city. On the what's that? The extreme northwest corner up there.
Yeah, because the cemetery is located at 6571 St. Louis Avenue. So. Yeah, we're going to drive up there, and then we're going to, I think we're going to go to the Meacham Crossing, too, today.
Yeah. So
we can get that in. So, yeah, we are headed to Greenwood Cemetery. I'll see y'all when we get a little bit closer to there. Okay, so we are now on St. Louis Avenue. I have never been up this way. This is St. Louis Avenue and Belt. This is the Belt Loop. Belt. In St. Louis Avenue.
That's the west side.
Poochie Q. What? That's what that's called. And the Belt Loop.
This used to be popping in the 90s too.
The streets are just horrible. West side. So we are west.
Yeah, this is the west side.
So where we heading now is we trying to look for 65. It's just gonna dead end, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And that's Hillsdale.
When you hit the kind of suburban looking area, you'll be able to tell.
So this is the west side. Why have we never been up this way? We didn't have real my
Yeah, I didn't know nobody over here.
I don't think we had any family up this way.
I used to walk up through a couple streets over Dr. Martin Luther King. We used to walk to Northwest Plaza. We would walk through here, but you know.
Did you?
Yeah, we would just walk to Northwest Plaza, normally we would walk home from Northwest Plaza, to the south side, and we would have to walk through here. But you know, back then you couldn't just walk through anywhere. You know, with the wrong kind of, you know what I'm saying?
That says do not enter over there. So.
Okay, this looks like you're going to the park.
Okay, they're waiting on. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just try it. Oh, okay, so these are
it says do not enter
right
there.
Do not enter at all. Okay.
Right.
Well, why has it got? Oh, that's about that side.
Oh, okay.
This is a two-lane road here. It's a one-way out. That's
this
a park,
is called Barrett Park.
Okay.
You said.
Yeah, that was. I know some. Now it seemed like I remember this neighborhood when I was a teenager.
Maybe you had a girlfriend over here or something.
Maybe just riding with somebody else.
Yeah.
People be taking
What
people
is all
places
that back
and all
there?
that.
So yeah, this is called.
Oh yeah.
No,
Okay,
this is
so
going to
Lucas and
Greasy.
Hunt come up through this
What
way.
the-
This is
We're still on St. Louis Avenue.
Yeah. This is going straight into
What the hell? Okay, hold
scrapyard,
on.
don't it?
This is an adventure. This is more scraps they buy. I think
Wanna
you could
keep-
go straight, babe. They
come
just
on
came
over
down
there?
from.
Huh.
This we still on St. We trying to take St. Louis Avenue. I didn't even know it went up this far.
Well, this is the old part of the city.
Yeah, this is a scrap yard. The price per ton of metal is $150. Is that good?
That's pretty good.
That's good.
That's pretty good.
Huh.
You know, it got up to about 280 at one point.
Huh.
Boy, that stuff was, and copper was like $5. But you could make, you know, $3,000-$4,000 on scrap metal.
This is
back in the day.
59.
Is this a road still?
I think so. We'll see. Because they came from back this way with the scrap
Okay,
they
it's like
had.
an industrial road. See if we-
Aaron or Nielsen
Okay, I
and
know.
Sea
I know.
Light.
Wait a minute.
Okay,
No, this
well maybe
just
not.
dead
All
end.
right.
Okay, so maybe.
Okay, so we are in Wellston now. On what is this? What street is this? Keeneland.
Keeneland. Also McCausland, or it's called a lot of things. Jennings Station Road.
So this is West St. Louis.
West Side. The tracks. Some people might call it. That's Brock's right there.
There, okay. I do remember that because I went there and got a window.
We got a battery, yeah. See, this is like the little rim of this is the little border cut off.
This is St. Louis Avenue. It picked back up right here.
Yeah. So, I guess this Keeneland is the cutoff from the city to the little suburb.
Mm-hmm.
So this county, right?
So
here,
this is St. Louis Avenue on like the Wellston or Hillsdale side.
this county.
Yeah.
This the little Hillsdale neighborhood.
You can see the tracks.
Yep.
What?
Bumps, tearing these shocks up.
They need to do some work on
Man,
some of these
that one on
streets,
Kent
man.
Highway, boy, is like 2 inches deep. And you can't avoid it because if you go out the lane, you might sideswipe somebody.
They come on. This is Hillsdale.
This is Hillsdale. Because we only going 0.2 miles up here and turn. And it should be right there.
So we're going to Greenwood Cemetery. Greenwood Cemetery is the first commercial African American cemetery in St. Louis. It was established in 1874. So it's 150 years old now.
Mm-hmm.
It was the resting place for black St. Louisans for over 100 years. It fell into disrepair in the 1980s. And then in the 1990s, they started like putting money into it and trying to bring it back because of its significance.
Volunteers, they said had to do it.
And I think this is it right here. This is Greenwood Cemetery. Yep.
You go up in there.
Yeah.
Park on the side.
We're going to park and then we're going to walk around a little bit. But this is a historic cemetery here in Hillsdale. Some of the famous black St. Louisans that are buried here is Lucane Delaney, Harriet Robinson Scott, and they both were formerly enslaved women who fought for their freedom using the American court system. Now, it didn't come out the way that they wanted it to, but they did sue for their freedom. And then there are also graves of Buffalo soldiers, veterans from the Civil War, the Spanish-American War, and World War II. So you may ask, where is Harriet Robinson Scott is the wife of Dred Scott. And you may say, where is he buried? He is buried in Calvary Cemetery. I think the Blow family helped to bury him. But Calvary is like, it has some, everybody that was famous in St. Louis is buried there. Yeah, and a lot of influence, is buried there. So this is Greenwood Cemetery. We're going to get out, walk around for a minute, let y'all see. But this is a historic black cemetery here in St. Louis, the first one that ever existed. Okay, y'all, so we are at the Greenwood Cemetery. As you can see, this is the first black cemetery in St. Louis. And Wellston. No, it wasn't Wellston. Hillsdale. Hillsdale. And Hillsdale was.
Did it say when it was established?
I don't think so. Let's go back and look. But it was in 18. I think I said 1874. And Hillsdale was founded by he was a reverend.
Yeah, Reverend John Barry Meacham.
Okay, tell me a little bit about.
So Reverend John Barry Meacham and his wife Mary Meacham were both influential abolitionists in St. Louis that worked to educate and free enslaved people. After purchasing their freedom, John founded the first African Baptist church in 1825. He also established a school in his basement because it was illegal for blacks to be educated. And they also had floating riverboats called floating freedom schools where they secretly educated black people. And he founded 7 small towns out here in this area. I think Hillsdale and maybe Velda City was another one. But yeah, so they're very influential. And also with the was it the Underground?
With his wife?
Yeah.
Well, they both were involved in the Underground Railroad
also, yeah.
And we're going to visit Mary Meacham Crossing today, and I'm going to tell you all a little bit about that too. But the Meachams were very influential in the St. Louis area. They helped with the Underground Railroad and a lot of the black causes around the area.
Park.
And then Meacham Park was named in their honor after they died.
Okay.
So Meacham Park was a community in Kirkwood that is no longer there, but there was a black community in Kirkwood.
Right.
And they tore it down and built Walmart.
There's a Walmart there.
So when you see that Kirkwood, that big plaza out there in Kirkwood with the Sams and all of that, that was Meacham Park.
Yep. Black neighborhood.
And it was in Kirkwood, so.
And it was annexed by Kirkwood, I think.
This is Dred Scott's wife's grave.
Right here.
Right here. You just walk right up to. I love the thing they built there. They have a little chair here. Wow.
1876.
Civil rights pioneer, courageous wife of Dred Scott, mother to Eliza and Lizzie, and co-petitioner with Dred for their family's freedom in St. Louis, Missouri. Their cases were combined and resulted in the U.S. Supreme Court Dred Scott decision, March 6, 1857. They were denied freedom by the court as well as personhood. They were freed by Taylor Blow on May 26, 1857. Their case was a catalyst for the Civil War, after which slavery was ended in these United States. She was born 1820, died June 17, 1876.
56.
Then I came along 100 years later.
Yeah.
But yeah, Greenwood Cemetery.
She was actually a slave.
Yeah, she was a slave.
Literally.
She was a slave.
A physically a slave. That's just chilling to know that this person lies here that was owned by someone.
Which would be most of the people that's buried here, a lot of them.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all, so I've mashed up my devil dog cakes here, and I'm gonna cut the little corner here off of my bag. Throw that in the trash. And then you want to pipe on your filling here. And we have 4. Right. Now you want to put on your top cake. Smash that down. Here are our finished copycat devil dogs with marshmallow cream filling. Let me pick one of these bad boys up. Look good, don't it? Homemade devil dogs.